Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to your Global Public School online classes. In our earlier classes, we studied about the extension of British rule in India with the two important policies, that is the doctrine of lapse policy and also the subsidiary alliance policy. And we also studied that in the mid of 18th century and also in the mid of 19th century, there was a lot of wars which was actually done by the British with our Indian leaders and kings. So let's study that wars in detail in our coming slides. The first thing which we are going to study in this class is the Anglo-Maratha wars. There was a three Anglo-Maratha wars which was happened in between the British and also in between the Marathas. Anglo means in between the East India Company and also in between the Marathas. So let's study that in detail. So let's see first what happened, what was the reason for the war first, and what happened in the war, and later what are the effects of the war. The first thing here, what is the reason for the war? That first war is of First Anglo-Maratha War, which started in the year 1775 and which ended at the 1782. And the first reason behind this war was, see, I hope you all remember the Battle of Buxar. In that, the Shah Alam II gave away all the Diwani rights to British, right? Because he actually came under the words of Mir Qasim that he wanted to take Bengal, all that. Finally, he lost his Diwani rights, the tax collection power. So, and he came under the control of British. So, here the first reason is the Marathas the Marathas insisted the Shah Alam II to back on the throne of Mughal Empire in Delhi. And the Shah Alam II was under the control and the care of British after the defeat in the Buxar War, as I said earlier. Then now what happened? The emperor, see, the Shah Alam II had given the two important places at that point of time, that is Kora and Allahabad, to British at that point of time during the Buxar War. But now the Shah Alam II gave the Kora and Allahabad to Marathas in this point of time, which again brought a enmity in between the Marathas and the British here. And this resulted in the enmity between the Marathas and the British, as I said. Now what happened, one more important thing here is, what is the one more reason comes up here is, students, the another important reason, sorry, there is a little mistake in the reason spelling. So one more important reason behind this is, during this period, the death of Maratha, the strong man, Madhav Rao Peshwa, was a major setback to Marathas. There was a famous king in the Marathas, that was Madhav Rao. He actually died, because of which lot of internal issues was actually there. You can see a picture of Madhav Rao in this. Lot of internal issues were happening, who will become the next king, all that. So what happened is, after this what they did was, though he died, they made his brother Narayan Rao. Narayan Rao was the brother of Madhav Rao. You can see a picture is here. This person is a Narayan Rao, and he is the brother of Madhav Rao. After the death of Madhav Rao, Narayan Rao came to the power. But what happened here is, you might be knowing, there is a lot of traitors who will be there backside. Traitors means the dhokebaz. What happened here is, he was murdered by his uncle Raghoba. Raghoba's another name is Raghunath. Raghoba is the uncle of Madhav Rao and Narayan Rao. What he did after Madhav Rao died, obviously his brother came to the power, but his uncle Raghoba murdered him, telling that I want to come to the power, I don't want anybody else to come to the power. Then what happened? This resulted in the fighting for the Peshwa post. So here the fighting for the Peshwa post was started. And another important reason what happened here is, the Maratha Federation brought Madhav Rao II of Narayan Rao to the post of Peshwa. There was a son of Narayan Rao, his name was Madhav Rao II. So he came to the power and he came to the post of Peshwa. And with this development, the Raghoba, he became very upset. What happened? He approached the British and he said, I need a help from you, so that I want to become the Peshwa of that particular place. Then here the British was actually waiting for the right moment to enter there. So the British thought of exploiting this situation in their favor, and they came to the power here. A long war was waged from 1775 to 1782 between the Marathas and the British. Initially, though the Marathas gained the upper hand, but finally they lost their battle in this. They lost the battle, and what happened here? See, later they had to lose the Allahabad to British. You can see it is now renamed as Ahmedabad. They have to lose that Allahabad to British, and the Maratha Federation was unable to sustain in front of the British war, and finally they entered with an agreement. That agreement is called as Salbai Agreement. The first Anglo-Maratha war was ended with the agreement, that is Salbai Agreement. So in this, the Madhav Rao too, again named as the Peshwa, they did not help Raghubai here. Again they helped Madhav Rao too only because he came under the control of British, and in the agreement of Salbai Agreement. Let's see what happens in the second Anglo-Maratha war. So students, the first Anglo-Maratha war was ended with the agreement, with the Treaty of Salbai Agreement. So the second Anglo-Maratha war, how it starts, what happens? The war actually starts in the year 1803 and it ended at 1805. Let's see what happens, what is the reason behind this here. See, the differences among the Maratha kings was a big reason here. See, Marathas means there was not a one single king. There was a different families. There was a different regions which they were having. So among them only they had some internal issues going on. So enmity broke out between the Yashwant Rao of Holkar and the Daulat Rao of Sindhya and the Peshwa Balaji Rao too. He is again the son of Madhav Rao too. So these three kings were fighting with each other. The enmity was more, and they came out and they wanted to fight with each other. But here there is a one special reason happens. What happens here is, in 1802 the army of Holkar defeated the army of Sindhya and Peshwa. But what happens? The Peshwa what will do here? I hope you remember, in the first Anglo-Maratha war, the Madhav Rao too entered an agreement with the British, Salbai Agreement. And here the Peshwa of Marathas, who's that? The Balaji Rao. He will again speak to the British, approach to the British for the help, and by entering an agreement here again, Lord Wellesley finally got an opportunity to enter in this Marathas affairs again. What happens here? The Peshwa again enter into one more agreement, that is Treaty of Basin. He says that I will give you this place and you help me in the name of subsidiary alliance policy. So what happens here is, the other Maratha families like Holkar, Gwalior and Bhonsle and all, they were opposing to the Peshwa for entering into this agreement. Finally, the Lord Wellesley defeated the armies of various Maratha families, Holkar and the Bhosle and all that families in the 1803 to 1805. Again, they will win the war here, but there is some immortal changes which will happen after the second Anglo-Maratha war. What happens here is, it will increase the financial burden for the East India Company, and the Lord Wellesley resigned from his post and returned to England because the East India Company thought he entered into a wrong agreement by creating a lot of financial issue to the company. Next, this resulted in the peace in the region. Finally, this resulted in the peace in the region. This is how the second Anglo-Maratha war is ended. The next comes up here is the third Anglo-Maratha war, which starts in the 1817 and which ends at 1818. So the reasons behind this is, students, I hope you know that by this time all the Maratha families are coming under the control of British. The Maratha families tried their best to protect their independence and honor. And the second reason was, even the Peshwa, I hope you remember the Balaji Rao, who was the Peshwa of Marathas, who entered into the subsidiary alliance policy with Lord Wellesley. Now he wanted himself to come out from the clutches of that company, and because of this reasons, what happened? Peshwa attacked the British residency of the Pune and burnt it. And you can see the picture of that, the burning pictures. And Appa Sahib of Nagapur and the Malhar Rao of Holkar rebelled against the British and were suppressed ruthlessly. You can see that here. Finally, Peshwa Balaji Rao too fought against the British, who entered into a agreement with the British, that is the Treaty of Basin subsidiary alliance policy. He again fought with the British at Koregaon, at Ashti. Later, finally, he was unable to continue the war. He surrendered to the British. This is how the Third Anglo-Maratha War also ends. And what happens after this is the British abolished the Peshwa post. They removed that post of Peshwa only, and they granted the pension to Baji Rao II, who is the son of Baji Rao. They installed the Pratap Simha, the descendant of Shivaji, as the ruler of Satara, a minuscule state, and named him as the traditional leader of Marathas and suppressed the Marathas' resistance. This is how the complete three wars will be ended. And what happened in the consolidation of this British power in the 1818 to 1857? See here, students. The British completed their agenda of ruling the entire India from 1818 to 1857. They were initially here, students, I hope you understand, but later part they came here and they fought with Baji Rao, Marathas, and the impact of Karnataka also started here. And finally they covered the entire part of India and they ruled from 1818 to 1857. They occupied the major states like Sindh, Awadh, and many other places, students. This is how the British did a 3 Anglo-Maratha wars. The first war was ended with the Treaty of Salbai Agreement. The second war is ended with the Treaty of Basin Agreement, and in the third war, finally they gave a pension to Baji Rao II, and finally they removed that post of Peshwa only. And this is how they came under they acquired the complete place of India to rule till 1857. So for your assignment, students, I want you to read this, revise this, and write the reasons, effects of the 3 Anglo-Maratha wars and submit that through your Google Classroom app. Signing off. Till then, take care, stay safe, and keep your learning button on. Thank you so much, students.